Hi everyone! I have a special guest with me! Rockin Ichigo is here for Tea Time Talk! What type of tea are you drinking?
Milky, my favorite.
And then, sad story of the day. I'm drinking this peppermint tea and the thing snapped off of it. Did it just get all over myself?
Yes.
The little thing came off, so there's like bits of like leaves in my tea and I just got all over my dress, so that's magical. That's what we're drinking.
Guess what time it is?
Tea time with AsenvaBJD. Tea time with AsenvaBJD. It's tea time. Woo! So guys, today we are going to be doing an updated version of one of the super mega awesome old videos that I had. We're going to be doing a video on
5 tips for BJD noobs.
Tip number 1! Do your research. This is something that seems like it should be pretty standard. I mean, you do your research when you buy pretty much anything out there. Buying a car, buying a house, buying, you know, some other cool stuff that you're looking forward to buying. Do your research for it. And especially when it comes to buying the dolls themselves, you're going to want to do your research on them. Make sure that you really like the sculpt, see what other people have to say, look up YouTube videos, look up DOA stuff, and just do the research. Make sure that you're going to like it and other people have enjoyed that sculpt and they haven't had too many problems with it and something that you're going to be happy with.
So you want to do your research on the shop that you'll be buying your doll from. The easiest way to do that is to check the reviews. For example, on eBay, you would check, they have like a little section where everybody can put their reviews and like how many stars, and I would say go through and look at all of them and just make sure that what they say is good and you feel good about buying it from that person. The same goes for many of the doll companies.
You don't want to hand over your money to a non-legit shop.
So number 2, you buy the doll that you like. I feel like you should never settle for a doll just because it's less expensive. If the doll you like happens to be like from, was it Doll Heart or one of those companies that have like really expensive dolls? Zoom.
Fairyland.
Save your money. Buy the doll that you want, because then you'll be happy with it. And I think that's the most important thing, is to buy a doll that you're going to be happy with in the long run.
Number 3, blanks versus full sets. And if you're a complete noob and you don't know what a blank or a full set is, basically what a blank is that you're buying the doll completely nude. There's nothing, no eyes, no shoes, clothes, makeup.
Be naked.
Yeah, just a naked blah, just doll. That's it. If you get full set, they usually come with things, and usually they'll list what they'll come with, if they're going to come with clothes or wigs or eyes, exactly what they'll be coming with. It'll be listed there for you. And if you do choose to go either route, kind of be able to map out what you're going to need. If you do end up doing a blank doll, you're obviously going to need to buy clothing for it. Shoes, eyes, wigs. Are you gonna do the face up? Who's doing that face up for you? So you have to make plans for those things. And I mean, plan accordingly to that, because could mean that you might need to order some things ahead of time so your doll isn't sitting there naked until, you know, it gets close.
Number 4, keep track of your prices and the grand total. Because very often you're going to look at that price and be like, I can buy that. But there are other things you have to consider, like shipping, which is a big thing. How much is shipping usually?
Depends on what you get. Sometimes it'll be like 10 to 15, and then if you're doing like EMS or something, it could be $20 to $50 sometimes.
I think mine, my first dolls were one of the bigger dolls, and I think they were 50.
Yeah.
So you consider that 50 is probably your max.
Yeah.
And you would have to consider whether your doll is a tan or not, or a gray, because that's usually another additional price. Face up for additional price as well. So you have to keep track of all that. So make sure you have enough money when you go to buy your doll.
Yep. Number 5. making sure that you have the proper supplies. So basically this is just like the basics that you may want to have in your tool bag. One being magic clean erasers. Magic clean erasers are a good thing to have. Just the plain Jano ones, not anything with any other extra cleaning agents in it, just the plain Jano white ones that you can find at your supermarket and whatnot. If your doll is coming in blank and it has not been sprayed, or if you plan on doing face-ups on it, you're going to definitely need some MSC as well. So make sure you have some of this wonderful, delightful stuff too.
Awesome. You can find it on Junkie Spot.
Ooh, look at that product placement. Whoa. Yeah, you can, so yeah. That's awesome. Eye putty is another good thing to have, just in case your doll didn't come with eyes. You're going to need something to plug them in with, and you can either use eye putty or you can get like poster putty as well. I recommend the beige versus the blue because the blue tends to stain. I know it stains walls, so I'm kind of concerned about how that would be with your dolls. So beige would probably be a good safe color, or just straight up getting eye putty would be good too. And also, having something to carry your doll in, or to store it. So some people like to store their dolls back into their boxes, and then when you travel, some people actually have like doll bags. I have a doll bag, or you could even use like a normal tote bag. I can't magically pull these things out of things right now, but yeah, just a tote bag, and just throw it in there, make sure they're covered up, so the sun doesn't get to them. And then they'll be set. Another good thing to have would be face protectors. Face protectors are really good too for traveling. It ensures that nothing bumps into their face ups and messes with that stuff, and it just goes on whoop, like a little space helmet. Of course, this is a huge one for this one. You'll get a smaller size, but face protectors are really, really good. And tip of the day, if you don't have any face protectors, you can go to like a 7-Eleven or your local little corner store and get the Slurpee cups, the little Slurpee lids, and just use that in case you don't have one of these.
So they can look like spacemen.
Yeah, it's the general idea is just to cover that face to make sure nothing touches it. So there you go. Oh, a hidden number 6. Here's hidden number 6.
Bonus round.
Bonus.
Buying clothes for your dogs. If you end up getting the nude one, you might want to know where you can buy some clothes.
And the sizes to wear. That's actually a good one. Dang, we just unlocked a new Pandora's box right now. Yeah. So depending on what you get, actually, depending if it's going to be like a 1/3 or 1/4, 1/6 scale doll, aka SD size doll, which is the big ones, MSD middle sized ones, or USDs, you're going to get clothing according to that name or title. 1/3 stands for the 1/3 scale size dolls, which are the SD ones. The 1/4, which is the MSD, the middle-sized dolls, those coincide with each other, those two titles. And then USD is the 1/6. So if you're looking for clothing and you order a doll, that's what you're going to be looking at then. So you wouldn't buy SD size clothing for an MSD size doll because it wouldn't fit. So you got to make sure you have the right stuff. Yeah, and that's just some basic, I guess, really quick, just basic tips for newbies that are in the hobby. There's like a bajillion other things that you'll soon learn about, but that's kind of like just skimming the surface of it as far as tips go. I hope this kind of helps beginners that are kind of joining the hobby and just kind of are looking for things just to kind of give them the heads up. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave any of your questions down below. You can also personal message me as well on Facebook and Tumblr and Twitter. But I probably respond best to the comments down below, and then of course Facebook too. So super thanks to Rockin Ichigo who came and was in my video today. It was super awesome and fun and exciting. Thank you. Yay! Yay! We hope you have an awesome day. Bye! So excited. On. I was like, I wonder if she'll catch on if I look at her.
I was like, wait, what are we calling it again? Yeah, 0 1. Do your research. Do your research. Do your math.
1 and 2 and 1 and then a 4. Then I put in a 5. I want to do the face up. Face up.
Face up. Face up.
No, the face up.
Good job. We're good at this.
Yeah.
We are seasoned.
Yes.
YouTuber. Make sure that you store them in a place where the sun don't shine. I was trying to make that straight face.
Yeah, like in a box. Don't take that the wrong way.
Or a shelf.
Or a shelf.
No, AI, we did 5.